Today I have with me the all-new Samsung Galaxy A8. It's not practically the successor of A7, which is just 5 months old, but I'll say this is a much better, much premium version of A7 with thin bezel, great look and build, and only 5.9mm thickness. The design is also changed a lot. There is tapering at the sides and the chamfered edges are twinkling, which is making this device look damn good. This gold color is looking spectacular on this metal unibody phone. I think this Galaxy A8 is the second most beautiful device from Samsung after S6 or S6 Edge. The weight of the phone is 151 gram, which seems perfect for the size of the phone, and the finish of this Galaxy A8, especially the matte finish at the back, resembles the iPhone 6, and I think this A8 here is directly going to compete with the iPhone 6 Plus with almost 40% less price tag. Interestingly, though the display is larger, all three dimensions of this A8 are actually less than that of the iPhone 6 Plus. The 5.9mm profile and especially this super narrow bezel making this Galaxy A8 look as good as the premium iPhone 6 Plus, if not better. Now the display here is, as you know, 5.7 inches, just like the Note 4, which is too large for one-handed use, but because of this narrow bezel here you can do basic operations with one hand. I have a medium-sized hand and I can still reach every part of the display, but with great effort, of course. On this Galaxy A8, Samsung included its one-handed operation trick. I'll talk about that in the later part of this review. Now let me give you a quick walkthrough of the exterior ports and the design. First of all, there you get the home button with capacitive back and menu options. The home button also works as the fingerprint sensor. The display here is 5.7 inches Super AMOLED Full HD, that is 1920 by 1080 pixels at 386 ppi, which is more than enough. You are never going to notice a single pixel from this distance as well. The color rendering is just superb and the pixels, the small text are looking sharp and crisp. There is Corning Gorilla Glass 4 on the display as well. Above the display you will find the ear speaker grill along with your sensors, that is the proximity and ambient light sensors. The front facing camera here is a 5-megapixel shooter with full HD recording. The LED notification light should be somewhere here. There is a secondary microphone at the top of the phone. At the left there you get the power key, which is looking quite small compared to the dimension of the device. At the bottom there you get the micro USB port for charging as well as data syncing, and the primary microphone hole along with the 3.5mm headset jack. This Galaxy A8 takes dual nano SIM cards and the SIM 1 slot is 4G capable, and the SIM 2 slot also works as the micro SD card slot, so you can either use the secondary SIM card or the micro SD card, not both at the same time. This is the volume rocker and you get the up and down keys separated. The rear camera is a 16-megapixel shooter with full HD recording. 4K recording capability would have been really nice. There is an LED flash and the loudspeaker is in here. Looking at the design and the placement of the keys, you can easily say this is a Samsung device, but the finish, the overall feel of the device is much more premium and sophisticated compared to the previous plastic devices of Samsung like the Mega 5.8 or the Mega 2. It's great to see Samsung is finally taking the exterior design department quite seriously. Interestingly, all of their new devices are coming up with a new look, keeping the basic design language of Samsung. Now regarding the software, there is no design overhaul. If you are already using a latest Samsung device, then you might find this interface quite familiar. The swiftness of the interface is worth noticing, and I have been using this device for like 4 hours now and I'm quite impressed. The apps are opening almost instantly and the TouchWiz UX is not lagging the interface. The storage out of the box is 24.79 gig, which is not bad, and you are getting an SD card support as well. The RAM is officially 2 gig and out of the box I am getting only 557 MB, which is quite low because of the TouchWiz interface. On the stock Android devices, I usually get 1.3 or 1.4 gig free, so this is something you should be concerned about this Galaxy A8 or any Samsung device. But what I have seen on the previous Samsung phones, this low RAM does not matter that much regarding gaming, and After a few months of usage, if you are a heavy user, then the free RAM will decrease as well, but that doesn't hamper the gaming performance, though the swiftness of the interface diminishes eventually. I have here the Indian variant of the Galaxy A8, that is SM-A800F, and the octa-core processor consists of 1.3 GHz quad-core Cortex-A7 and 1.8 GHz quad-core Cortex-A15. The GPU is Mali 628. The device is running on Android Lollipop 5.1.1 and the battery is non-removable 3050 mAh. I have been using this device for a while now and the battery level decreased by 10% only, so looks like the battery on this Galaxy A8 is ample for one full day for a heavy user and 2 or 3 days for a normal user. Well, the bezel of the phone is so narrow I am always accidentally touching the display. This is something I have to get used to, and I think if I use the device with one hand then this will not happen that much. Now, as I mentioned before, Samsung included something called one-handed operation, which you can enable just by triple tapping the home button instead of swiping the edge back and forth. Now the whole display is accessible by my thumb. So if you are standing on a crowded bus or just walking, then you can do the trick and use the device with one hand. To enable this feature, visit the display settings and one-handed operation. Check the first option here. With the second option enabled, you can get one-handed screens in the dialer and also in the messaging keyboard. Let me show you. So if you have a small hand or just want a smaller keyboard, then you can do this trick and get a much smaller keyboard which is easier to type no matter what. You are getting a gigantic display with options to shrink it, which is really great. The TouchWiz interface is rich in smart features. For example, the Smart Stay over here actually scans your eyes with the front-facing camera and keeps the display on as long as you are looking at it. So this might be helpful in reading ebooks or in the browser. You get lots of toggle switches and there is private mode, that is you can password lock your sensitive data like images, videos, etc. And there is also ultra power saving mode and power saving mode. S-Finder and Quick Connect are also present. With the S-Finder you can search for anything on the phone. Just a single keyword will bring results from applications, settings, contacts, messages and also media files, so it's quite handy sometimes. On the other hand, with the help of Quick Connect, you can send media files to other compatible device without even switching on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi on either devices. Just pair for the first time. The new Galaxy A8 supports themes, that is you can change the overall look of the device without even downloading a launcher. There are hundreds of free and paid themes on the theme store. You can change the grid style and I think on this huge display 5x5 is most suitable. Now on this Galaxy A8, Samsung did not include that much smart features to make the interface swift and lag-free, but you can download almost all of them from the exclusive Galaxy App Store. There are some Microsoft apps preloaded and overall on this new Samsung device the number of bloatware apps and games are not much. The new Galaxy A8 sports a great camera. The rear camera is a 16 megapixel shooter with full HD recording and the shutter is almost instantaneous. The focus is very fast and I will upload the camera samples into my webpage gadgetsportal.in/camera-samples and also into my Facebook page facebook.com/gadgetsportal. There are a few camera options and the video recording is up to full HD, which could have been 4K, and you can actually quick launch the camera just by double tapping the home button, and this works anywhere, anytime, even when the phone is locked and the screen is off. The front-facing 5 megapixel camera is bright, noise-free, and the Beauty Face airbrushes your faces and removes all the wrinkles and pimples. There are few gestures you can apply, like just show the hand and the camera will capture an image after 3 seconds. There is a Pro mode for more advanced users and you can control almost all the aspects of the camera. Lot more camera modes can be downloaded from the App Store. So overall the camera on this device looks promising, and check the description below for the link of the camera samples. What's up guys, this is Shukesh Punik and you are watching a video sample from the new Samsung Galaxy A8. It's recording in full HD and the quality seems great. Well guys, we are at the end of this hands-on overview on this new Samsung Galaxy A8 and my first impression of this device is excellent. I liked this super smooth lag-free interface and the front look of the device is damn sexy. The screen to body ratio is one of the best I think, and the back look is also not bad, especially this matte finished gold color is looking quite smooth and stylish. You can also go for black and white variants of this device. This A8 is the slimmest Samsung phone yet and they have done a fantastic job here. 2016 is going to be the year of slim devices and with this Galaxy A8 you will be ahead of others. Well guys, this is the end of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Check the description below or the channel for more interesting videos on this device. It will be also great if you subscribe to this channel as well. That's all for now. See you in the next review.